Hey, beautiful. Yes, I'm talking to you. There's no one behind you, just you. Welcome to Raising Our Lions. I am Doris, and today I'm going to be showing you my command center that I created to go on the side of my fridge. When we had our house, I had a command center, and it was all fancy and had a lot of stuff on there. And then moving to the bus, and I have no space for it. So I had to come up with ideas or something to do to have that command center because it just made my life easy. So I saw the back of this side of the fridge. I'm like, why don't I do something with that? So this video is gonna be showing you me turning the side of my fridge into my command center. So when I shot this video of you seeing me making it, that was January 1st of 2021, and right now it's May 20. I've been using this for 5 months and it has been great for my family. So let's go to the video so you can see how I did this thing because it was a pain. Let's watch the video. This is all I have for my command center. It's my menu board, which have my breakfast, AM snacks, PM snacks, lunch on there, and a session for me to write my grocery list. And I just have that in a plastic sheeting. That way I can use my dry eraser marker. But I need more for my command center with kids. I need more. So I went to Amazon and got some stuff that can work with my space that I have. And that space is just the side of the fridge, which is magnetic. So everything I got was magnetic that can work with that space. The first thing I got was just plain blank 10 by 10 sheeting from dry eraser sheeting that I can use for that space. And it came with 4 markers. But the markers is gone now because my 1-year-old got a hold of it and it's disappeared. And I'm hoping to use this for my kids' chore card. Since it's blank, I can customize it to however I see fit. The second thing I ordered was a pack, and it came with my monthly planner, which I definitely need a monthly overview so everyone can know what's going on for the month. And it came with a weekly planner, which I don't think I'm going to need because I don't know. It goes from Sunday to Saturday and it has a no session on there. And the next thing it came with was my eraser, which have a magnetic so it can stick on the side of the fridge, and 4 dry eraser marker with a magnetic clip on there as well, which is great. I need that. And then it had an extra sheeting that just had 3 blanks, color blanks. I don't know what I'm going to use that for yet. Maybe my menu. I don't know. So this is my 10 by 10 sheeting. And the plan is to use my Cameo that has been collecting dust since moving to the bus. I'm going to try to use that to try to design something for my kids' chore card that can go on this blank sheeting. And I need to use my Cameo or my husband's going to say, that's a lot of waste of money. So, but this is what I'm going to be working with. For me to do that, I came up with a rough draft of what I wanted it to look like when I go to my design space. And I just did that on the back of my menu board. So this is what I'm envisioning right now. The kid's name and the day of the week with a checkbox. And then I'm going to use this vinyl, black vinyl. That way I can use different kind of dry eraser marker to write with it, to, decorate up. And I had a black vinyl. I need to use it, y'all. So I turned my Cameo on, grabbed my laptop. My laptop's dead, and I can't find a charger anywhere. And my 5-year-old was playing with it a couple of days ago. So I'm going to have to do this old school. So I got my cutting board out, and I'm going to try to cut the vinyl to match my vision. So to have the equal spacing, I just cut a cardboard, and I use dry eraser marker to draw the line. And then I use my label maker to print out the day of the week. Because the first one I did, the spacing was not equal on there, which is this right here. As you can see, it's all messed up. So I decided to do this another way and cut everything, pre-cut all my vinyl right there with the equal size, and then draw the line and print out everything. That way it can be easier and it can be equal and look a little bit decent. I'm just winging this as I'm going. So this is just dry eraser marker. It's gonna just wipe off. So now I have my vinyl that I cut. I'm gonna try to line it up and let's see how that turns out. I really need to put lotion on my hands. I keep washing my hands trying to get it paint off because I was painting, and the spray paint just, I don't like using spray paint. I'd rather use the brush but that's all I have. I like to just brush the pen on, but that's all I have. So I'm just gonna use it because I didn't want to wait for the store to open before I go and get some. So I have spray paint all over my hand. So we're just gonna try to line that up there. I don't expect this to be perfect. Just want to be usable. Okay, so I have my first line, and I have 3 of these to do because I have 4 kids, and my 1-year-old don't need one. Thank God for that. I was gonna just order some of these on Amazon, but it was way big than I needed to, and it was like $20 for one, and it was only for 2 child. And I don't have that much space. I only have the side of the fridge to work with. So when I measure it, I wouldn't have been able to fit my weekly, monthly, and then 2 of those for my kids, because I would need 2 to accommodate 3 kids. So it didn't fit on there, and I kept looking, and the rest they had was family chart card, and I want each child to have their own, that way they can check it off. And I just wish companies to start making stuff for large family, because not everyone have 2 kids. I apologize, y'all. I didn't realize my washing machine was on. I'm trying to do laundry, you know, while the kids are not here, and get caught up once in my life. I had to put 3 spaces in between for me to really get the right length and spacing. Okay, this right here is perfect. I'm just laying down everything and trying to make sure the line is straight, which took a very long time, and this is just one. I had to do 2 more, but after that I cut everything and just use the scraper to push it down. So this is my finished product of my command center. As you can see, it's on the side of the fridge, and this is a small hallway, so I'm gonna have to zoom in so I can explain and you can see what's going on. So let me just explain some stuff. When I first did a video of me making the Chores card and showing you everything I got, that was in January. Right now it is May 20, so I have been using this for 5 months. I wanted to wait for a while to see how everything hold up, if I like it, if I had to change something, you know, to see if it actually work for my family, instead of just doing a video and then you try to do it and it doesn't work for your family because it's not what is it called, functional. I waited for a while to be able to review the product and see if my DIY was to flip or flop. Flip or flop, I don't know why I just said that. I watched too much house show, but I'm gonna flip this around so you can see what I'm talking about. Lord Jesus. So this is the fridge, and the board is underneath my can storage, because my fridge is underneath the cabinet that's on top of my can, and my can storage is on the side of the cabinet. I have a video explaining how I built that if you're interested in it, but I just want to give you a little glimpse of where my fridge and everything is. So underneath, so for my monthly planner, I am using that exactly what it was intended for my monthly. Nothing else has changed on there. All I did is, when I first started, I used to use a wet eraser marker for my month, but I decided to start using a dry eraser marker, and then everything else is dry eraser marker in my monthly stuff. That was easy for me to wipe. I don't have to put water on there and stuff like that. And then for my weekly planner, I'm sorry I have a glare from the window, so it's gonna be, I have 2 windows behind me. As you can see, my little floor in there. I have 6 blocks that I use that basically run my day, and I go from block 1, which is from 6 a.m. to block 6 from 9 p.m. So for my block schedule, I use a wet eraser marker, and as you can see, if you zoom in, it's kind of like fading because this has been on here since January. I have not erased it or nothing like that. I wanted you to see how it looked after using it for that long, so I didn't erase that to rewrite it. On top, I just have a little saying that whenever I do remember to change it, I change it out. But this has been up here for like 3 weeks now. And go from block 1 is our morning session, so go from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. My 12-year-old wake up at 7, and the rest of them wake up at 7:30, and I wake up usually at 5 a.m. So during that time period, when they wake up till 9, they do their morning chores like making the bed, brushing their teeth, getting ready for the day. They eat breakfast, and then we do a family devotional from 10 to 15 minutes. And then block 2 is our homeschool block from 9 to 11. This is when we do our core study. So like science, history, math. This year anyway. Next year we're changing. We're moving forward onto Charlie Mason, so everything is going to be different. But this year, for this block, we're doing core study. And so this block is made from me. Okay, it's the block 3 is my favorite block of the day, because that's when the kids eat lunch and a nap, and it's quiet hour, and I can just refresh, get my soul back in my body, and I don't end up on the news as the crazy mom that lose her mind. So this is my free time block. So during that block, the 1-year-old take a nap, and they're quiet. The rest of the kids are very quiet. It's quiet time. They get a book to read quietly. They're doing their artwork quietly. They do whatever they want to do quietly in the room, and don't come to mommy for anything unless somebody is bleeding. And then block 4 is when we go back to homeschooling after they take a break. And this is mostly for enrichment study. We do spend 15 to 30 minutes trying to see if we can finish anything that we did not finish in core study. After 30 minutes, we put that away and we just go back to enrichment study. So like the art, piano, music, Latin, anything that fall on an enrichment study, that goes for this block. And then we have the next snacks, which is the PM snacks. And I do have snacks time on here, but my kids don't follow that, okay? That is just, they don't follow. They eat snacks whenever they want to. I pre-make them snacks in the morning in a little bowl. And I have video explaining how that works. And they eat snack throughout the day. They stop eating snack around 4 o'clock, because that's when I start cooking. That way they can eat dinner and they're not full on fruit and vegetables and whatnot. So, and then my 5th block is free time. When they're done with homeschool, to put that away. So between 3 and 6, that is when they do whatever they want to do. So like TV, go outside, run, play soccer, whatever. They decide what they want to do. But around 4 o'clock, one of the child helps me with dinner. So that is what that is. And then between 4 and 6, I cook dinner and I try to help me, but I usually know who's going to help me before then. And then block 6 is when we have dinner, when we clean up, when we shower, when we have bedtime, when they go to bed, and the day is over with. The younger ones have to be in bed by 8 o'clock, and then my 12-year-old have to be in bed by 10 o'clock. And then the next part up here is just please buy, is whatever we need that they think we need for the house that I don't remember to write down my planner, whatever. We write it up here. That way, when I'm going do my grocery runs on Sunday, I come up here and I write it down on my list. And then for the note session, I'm using that for my scripture memory for the family. We do scripture memory verse, and this is what we have up here right now. I just write it down for people that can read, and then we can help the little ones, because everyone from my husband to my 5-year-old, not Dorian, the 1-year-old, but everyone that can speak need to remember the scripture verse before we can move on to the next one. And this is really long, so it's taking my 5-year-old a very long time. But then on this part of the board, this is my kids chore card. This is my 12-year-old, my 6-year-old, and my 5-year-old. So for the chore card, they just have whatever chores they need to do for the day, and that's in wet eraser marker. And if it's a Pacific day, like my 12-year-old cooked dinner on Thursday, that is on there. That way she know. And then she did clean the bathroom on Friday. And then for her, she have a name in the chores, and then up here she have affirmations that I feel like she needs to work on, or she needs to believe in it. So I put that on here, and I take it off when I think they got the idea. And then each block, they just check it off when they're done with it. She had check mark in there, I guess not. Check it off when they're done with it. And I check it before dinner to make sure they're doing everything they need to do before that day is over with. And then this is Madison chore card. I have the same thing, her name and the chore. I have an affirmation. Wet eraser marker, dry eraser marker here. And with her, if she have to do that twice a day, there's a line, and she check it in there twice. That way we know she brushes her teeth 2 times a day. And then on Wednesday, she cleaned the top. That's not saying she's going to clean it top for it to be clean. It's a bathroom. She's 6. It's not going to be clean, but it's helping her get a concept of cleaning and getting in a habit of having clean stuff. So it's not going to be clean. We'll go after her and clean up, but it's just so she can learn how to clean the bath, how to clean. And then she also helped me prep snacks, which is not every day because this week she only did it on Monday and Wednesday. So for the snacks, she helped me prep it, and she loved doing that because she can decide what they're going to have for snacks. And then this is my 5-year-old Chores car, and he basically have the same thing she have. He just have wiping down the tables after meals and brushing the cat, and that's how he does his. And this part was the little board that came with 3 sessions, and I just cut that to use that for the sports schedule. And the reason I did that because it was cluttering my monthly setup, and then I had to write it extra on the bottom, so I just cut those in 3 spots. That way each of them can have their own spot for whatever sport, since right now it's soccer season, and then it's just easy that way. So for my menu, I just had these cards that I use as a flashcards. I had during for my daughter's spelling. I just label for the menu and the day, and I put it up here on top of the can. But to tell you the truth, we have not used this. I think I used it for the first month. I write stuff on there, but after that, it has not been used. It's just been up here. So I really didn't need a menu board. Just, I don't know, has not been utilized. The kids have not missed having a menu board up here at all because they already know what they're gonna be having for snack in these little things. This is where I prep the snacks for the day, and so they have the snacks in here, so they don't really need a menu session on my command center. Thank you so much, beautiful, for staying through and watching the whole video. You are amazing. But thank you and have a blessed day.